Hey guys, what is going on? Crunchy here and welcome back to this week's Q&A video. I'd just like to start this video off by saying a massive thank you to all the support and everyone who viewed the last Q&A video last week, because that is pretty much on 2,000 views now in a week, which is really awesome to see. The footage in this video in the background is just going to be a bit of ranging, as I told you guys in my last video. My next 99 is hopefully going to be range, so I thought that I might as well begin trading it now. So obviously here are a few levels for you guys to watch. I believe I got up to level 80 so far, which is pretty awesome to have that already. There will be a few levels, or maybe one level's missing because I forgot to record it. I do tend to do that quite a lot, but today's video is pretty long. I've got a lot of questions to go through, so I'm not really too sure if there's other footage that's going to be thrown in, because I'm not really too sure how much ranging footage I actually do have. So like I said, there's a lot to get through, so let's just get straight into this. The first question comes from Quint Danon, and they ask, which recording software do you use? I use Camtasia Studio 8 to record and also edit my videos. However, to find like the thumbnail picture, I put it into Vegas Pro 12 or Vegas Pro 11, and I just pick a certain part of the video, screenshot it, or like save the image on there, and then I use that for my videos as the image. But the main program that I do use is Camtasia Studio 8. I think there is a new one, but I just use that one. The next question is from Wowlo Radford, and they ask, what do you think about the beta, legacy / EOC mashup? And I believe you mean like when you're in game you can change between legacy and EOC mode, and I think it's really good, to be honest. I think it's a nice touch. I'm not a fan of how legacy looks, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. You can't really change that, but I quite like it, obviously, because with legacy it saves you wasting time using the different abilities, but you can change back to EOC where you can use whatever thresholds and abilities that you want to use. So I like it. I think obviously it suits the players a lot more, because a lot of people prefer legacy to EOC, so yeah, I like it a lot actually. Next up we have a question from Dayleens, and they ask, how old are you and where are you from? And also Stephen was here, also wants to know how old I am, and I'm 18, I'm 19 in July. So yeah, that's how old I am. And where am I from? I'm from the United Kingdom, I'm from England. I'm not really going to go into detail on where I'm from specifically, but yeah, from England, if you couldn't already tell by my British accent, as people say quite a lot. The next question is from Ryan P, and he asks, are you hoping to do YouTube as a job one day? YouTube would be awesome to have as a job. It would be such a cool thing to do, you know, be able to make videos and actually make a living off it. That'd be absolutely insane to be able to do that. But I think in order to actually, you know, make a living off it, you need to generate a lot of views. Like, you need to be getting tons of views in order to actually make an impact on how much you make, because I think it's about, for me, I'm not really too sure 100%, I think it's around £2 or something for every 1,000 views I get, like total views, so it's okay. But, you know, you do need a lot of views in order to generate some revenue, enough for you to actually live off. So, yeah, it'd be awesome to have it as a job one day, but if I was doing YouTube as a job, I would also probably be doing Twitch as a job as well, just to obviously make a bit more and actually, you know, able to live off. So, yeah. The next question is from Amir Khan, and I'm really sorry if I don't say your names, I'm really bad at that. I've noticed a few of you guys telling me that I say it wrong. I do apologise, I'm not very good with pronunciation and stuff like that. But he asks, when did you start playing RuneScape and how did you get introduced? So I can't remember exactly when I started playing. I think, actually, I did a test on this the other day when I actually get my 10-year veteran cape, so this is how long I went. People have been telling me it's around the 15th, 14th of November of this year. So if we backtrack 10 years, 2005 in November 14th or 15th, that is when I made my account. How was I introduced? I literally just typed on Google like character games or something like that, and it came up. I was a lot younger back then, so bear in mind my search knowledge wasn't that great, but yeah, that's how I was introduced. I found it myself, no one really told me about it, but yeah, that's how it all happened. Next up is a question from Warship Aim 23, and they ask, I want to get into YouTube as well because I want to improve my commentary skills for school, but need help with improving them. I don't know how I can improve, can you help? And in terms of commentary and like confidence, I presume is what you're trying to achieve from this, I've actually gained a lot of skills, and not really skills, but I've like confidence, I guess, from doing commentaries, because I never used to be able to talk. When I first made my videos, I was so shy, like, you know, I didn't know what people were going to think if they walked past my bedroom and hear me talking to myself. There's all those sort of things that go on, but I guess as you do it and as people find out what you're actually doing, it just sort of, you do gain confidence, I guess. That's the only way to sort of put it. The more you do, the more confidence you get. And, you know, talking to all of you guys, knowing that there's going to be like a few thousand of you that watch this like a few months down the line is quite scary, to be honest, thinking that all you guys are listening to me talking right now. So I guess it is a big thing. I don't really think about it like that as much as I probably should. But yeah, it's YouTube is a really good thing, I guess. It's the only way I can sort of say it. YouTube's a great thing, just in terms of helping improving, just sort of, I don't know, what I do is I write down notes, like for a Q&A video, I write down all the questions that I have, and then, you know, it just gives you something to look back on. Write down a few notes if you want to, you know, not forget something, if you get sidetracked easily like me. Write down some notes so you can just go back to them, and, you know, just practice, I guess. Practice makes perfect, and I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but practice has definitely helped me, so hopefully that will help you in some way. And, you know, that's the only sort of advice I can get, really. If you have any other questions about making videos, then obviously feel free to leave it in the comment section, but for that is pretty much the advice I would give you guys. The next question is from Zippy, or Zippy. He says, hey Crunchy, your thumbnails look very, very professional, so I was wondering what fonts you use for your thumbnails and what you use to record and edit. Also, another person called Shadowbolt's Curse also asked how I record and like what I use to record, and like I said at the beginning of the video, I use Camtasia Studio 8. In terms of my thumbnails and fonts, like I told you how I get the thumbnail pictures, I just go onto Vegas, screenshot it, whatever I do, just use whatever image I want to use. The fonts I use at the moment are kind of varied. I like the ones which are more, I don't know, the ones that look like as if they've been a bit worn away, eroded I guess they're called. I use a website called defont.com. I'll leave it in the description below. You can obviously go on there, pick which ones you want. There's categories to go on. If you go onto the like eroded ones, or there's those different types of ones really, but you'll probably find them on there. I can't remember the exact name, because it's actually not open at the moment, so I can't see it. If I remember it though, I'll put it in the description, and I'll put the link for the website and also the name of the fonts that I used recently, so hopefully that helps you out. If you want to go look down there, then obviously they'll be down there. Next up is a question from Technicom, and he asks, what made you start making videos? Right, I made videos, like I said, I've had this account for like 10 years. I didn't start making videos 10 years ago. I think the first time I started making videos was around year 9. So I would have been about 14-ish years old, because I'm on the younger end of the year, so I would have been quite young, I think about 14. And I first started making videos on the Wii, recording like Call of Duty and that. That was like the first time I started making videos, and I got into like different clans and that. I got into different like parts of like YouTube people who wanted to like join me, and you know, it sort of made a community like that, which is quite cool. And that was a lot of fun to do that, but I got bored of the games, you know, I wanted to move on. So because it was so much fun doing that, I decided to make another channel and give RuneScape a go. But then I think I quit RuneScape for a little bit. I went back to Call of Duty, so then I sort of had a lot of like mixed content going on to the channel, so I stopped that one and I came to this one. This is my last account that I've made. It's the third one, and yeah, this is pretty much why I started making videos. The reason I started was because I was watching other people do it and it looked really fun to do, so I thought I'd give it a go, and here I am today. So hopefully that answers your question in enough detail with a bit of a backstory there. But next up is a question from Dat Sniper Dude, and he says, this isn't really a question directed towards you or your character, but I was wondering if you think I should balance all my skills, get them all to 50 plus, or to push for that 99 attack, which is currently only 88. So this is quite a tough one, because obviously it just depends on your personal preference. I mean, getting them all to 50 plus, I don't even have, because even though it's probably the best thing to do, because it means that you balance them all, you do each one gradually, you won't get as bored, like, you know, grinding certain ones out, but, you know, that's good, but I just wanted 99 attack really bad, so I went straight from 90 to 99. I think it took me about a week, so not too long. If you play longer, of course, it won't take as long to do. If you play less, it might take slightly longer. Depends what method you use, obviously, stuff like that. But I don't know, it's really up to you if you want to get them all to 50, or go straight for 99. I mean, you can even just go straight for 99 and then get the rest to 50, because that'll work out and it'll get you an awesome skill cape as well. So I don't know, I mean, for me, I would push for 99 like I did, but like I said, it's all down to personal preference, really. The next question I have is from Will Stunt, or is it Will GTA Stunt? I'm not too sure, but they ask what keeps you hooked on the game, and for me, this is actually quite a plain and simple answer. The fact that I'm a noob, well, not really a noob, but I'm not obviously maxed. I don't have a lot of quests done. I don't have a lot of levels, like, you know, as high as they could be. That kind of keeps me hooked, the fact that I haven't got all those, because there's so much for me to do in the game. There's so much for me to learn. There's so much stuff that I need to actually complete and get on with, that I never get bored, because I'm always thinking of doing something else. Whenever I've got a goal done, I instantly plan other things to do after it, even before I've even got the goal. So I'm not too sure, that's what keeps me like going. You know, I've got an FC going with you guys in it, keep talking to you guys, everything just sort of works together, I guess. It's really nice to have people to talk to so I don't get bored by myself, and it's just nice to have like help in the game, to learn stuff, and just, you know, the fact that I haven't got everything, like I said, just makes it so much more fun for me to do it because I'm always achieving stuff and it feels amazing. So yeah. Next we have a question from Kingsley, and he asks, how were you introduced to RuneScape? So I'm pretty sure I actually answered this one from Amir, but I just found it, I just googled it. I'm not really too sure what I put in. I think I just put like online character games or something like that, and because RuneScape's like, it was one of the #1, I think it's #1 now, but it was like one of the top like MMORPG games. That's actually quite a lot to say, but because it was one of those, I guess it was top of the ones on the list, and I just clicked on it and I played it, so yeah. And the final question for this episode is from Amural Hamazan, and he asks, have you ever cursed once before becoming PMod? And I don't know what curse means. Does that mean like swear? I think that's a different, we don't use it here in England, we don't say curse, I don't think, not that I know of. We say swear, so I presume that's what it means. I think I've heard people say it before, and I'm pretty sure it means the same thing, or like bad words or something like that. But I tend not to, because I don't know, it doesn't really appeal to me. Also, if you're referring to in the game, you can't see it, it just comes up as stars, so I think it's a bit of a waste of time typing it in when you know that it's just not going to be seen. So yeah, I don't swear, I don't curse, whatever you want to call it, because I think, to be honest, it's pretty pointless in my opinion. I mean, if I get angry or whatever, then yeah, but in the game I just don't, because it's just pointless. It's not going to be seen, it's just going to be blocked out. You can't even say like GZZ, like for grats, without it being blocked, so no, I don't really do that at all. So that is it for the questions now, guys, for this episode. Sorry if I didn't get around to yours, but next up we have the general and highly asked questions or comments, and I guess that isn't really the end of the questions, I'm adding some more in now, but whatever. Let's just get into this, because they're actually questions which relate to my character, I guess, relate to my future videos, stuff like that, so let's get into these ones. Someone asked, do I plan on streaming? And yes, I do. I have actually answered this before, I think last week, or something like that, but I do really want to stream. So many of you guys have actually been asking me at the moment, like I get asked so many times a day, even people in the FC recognise how many times I get asked this question. I do want to stream really badly, I just need to sort out like a time to do it. I need to figure out when's the best time for me to do it, when's the best time for you guys to watch it, and there's quite actually a lot of stuff that goes on behind it, so I need to set everything up before I can do it. But yes, it is definitely 100% a plan for me to do within the near future, so do expect it pretty soon. Another question from Kingsley, actually, he asked on my 99 attack video, he said, in all honesty, I found this one quite funny, which is why I'm putting it in here. He said, did you ever try and get free stuff from other players by being their girlfriend? And I actually haven't, this is the honest truth, I've never done that. But he said, in your newbie days you must have. And to be honest, in my newbie days I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I didn't even know that people could like give you stuff because they felt bad for you. I was a noob, that's like the definition of me. I've only literally just, I'm probably still am a noob, so no, I have never asked for items off people by being their girlfriend. Yeah, I've never done that. Next up is a comment which I've actually had a few times since my last video, the 99 attack one, and it's about my dual Drygor setup and how my weapons are actually glowing. And it's not Drygors, they're not Drygors. If you look closely, they're a different weapon, but they are cool. I really like them. I think they look wicked because they do glow, and the fact that I haven't got like a 120 cape or a max cape that glows, I think it's quite nice to have that, I guess, on your character as you run around. It looks quite cool. Obviously you think that as well. I'm not 100% what it's called because I haven't got it up in front of me right now, but before I upload this video, in the description I will leave information that I haven't mentioned in the video down there, so I'll leave the name of it and probably maybe a link to a picture of it, something like that, if I remember, down there as well if you want to go check it out. But yeah, they look really cool, so if you want to go and get them, then feel free. Someone else said, do you read all the comments in your videos? This actually got a thumbs up, and I'm not too sure if it's because they're trying to see if I actually read the comments to answer them, I'm not too sure. But yes, I do read every single comment. It comes up on my phone. I don't reply to every single one of them because I'm busy. I don't have a lot of time. Like if I'm at work and I get a comment, I don't have time to just like stand there because I'll usually be hiding, so I don't really have enough time to like answer all the questions, but I do read them, or answer any of the comments, sorry. I do read them though, for definite. It comes up by email on my phone, I read through them, so every one of your comments is read and registered in my brain, so yeah. And the final thing to include in this video is about staking. I've had actually a few questions in the last week about if, you know, now that I'm getting a higher combat level, will I do staking? Do I want to, you know, do a bit of PvP? And I'm not really a fan of it. I think I mentioned it a few videos ago. I'm not a fan of it. I don't think it's that fun. Maybe it's because I was always rubbish at it. But I might do staking. I'm not too sure. Maybe in the future, if you guys want to see like a video a week of me staking, see what I get, or probably see what I lose more like. So yeah, if you want to see that, then let me know. But I'm not a fan of it. Maybe it's because, like I said, I always lost and didn't enjoy it. But now that I'm a bit higher level, I have, you know, a bit more power, I guess, in the game. I might try it. So if you want to see it, let me know, and I might get around to it. I can't promise you guys, but I will definitely try if you do want to see it. But that is it for this video, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have, chuck it a massive thumbs up. The way I'm going to do these videos now, if you want a question answered, if you could post it on the Q&A video, so if you post it on this video, and, you know, if you have a question during the week, post it on whatever video, but mainly post it on this video because it's the one that I always go back to, it's the one that I always read the comments from. So if you want a question answered, leave it on this video and I'll get around to it in the next one. If I missed your question, I'm really sorry, but thank you so much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy it, leave it a massive thumbs up because it always helps me out, and I will see you guys in the next one.